Hello! Hello! My hands are sticking.
We're mukbanging again.
Mukbang! Yeah! It's a party!
With KFC.
With KFC.
Mukbang
so
KFC.
Special guest, the Colonel.
Cool.
And coffee.
So we're just gonna eat food and talk. And
So what do we got on this table? I got a biscuit over here. I got some tenders. And I think there's gravy in here. Oh, mashed potatoes.
this is what I've been wanting to try. I told Jamin to get this. It's like mac and cheese and chicken.
No,
Wait, that sounds so good.
I like to get my biscuit and the mashed
Mac
potatoes.
and cheese and chicken. I'm excited for that.
That's what I'm gonna
We
get first.
also have corn,
We have fried chicken.
and we got the chicken sandwiches, the very famous
Oh, yeah.
chicken sandwiches. Man,
Gravy, corn, fries,
potato wedges,
Yum.
Why are y'all waiting to eat
Cookies.
this? Eat something,
cookies.
please.
cake,
Ready?
We're going through
biscuits,
them all. Let's go.
everything. We all got sodas.
We're
It's
gonna dip it in
crazy.
honey
Tons of
mustard.
sauces.
Open it.
Go.
A bundt cake.
And
Oh,
to go
bundt
along
cake.
with today's take home, this
yes, a bundt
is,
cake.
or to go along
Funny
with
drop.
today's mukbang is the take home. Drum roll, please.
Gossip. No.
Yeah, so in preparation, Hannah, Taylor, and I were all gossiping about Pastor Danny.
Yeah.
Ooh, they
Just
were.
so that we could, we wanted to
Get into
understand
character.
gossip better,
Get into
right?
character.
So we could talk about it. It was pretty good. What were some of the things that we came up with when we were gossiping about Danny?
How bald he is.
He's just
Yeah.
so bald.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's told him, but
He
like
thinks he's like
bald.
a Peter Pan. He never grows old.
I know I'm Peter Pan.
He's like emotionally a Peter Pan. Oh man.
Warp.
So with gossip, there's a few different things that we have to talk about, but Proverbs talks about gossip in Proverbs 11:13 and Proverbs 16:28. Proverbs
in there.
11:13 sort of just says that a gossiper can't keep secrets, and then a trustworthy person can. Right. So, what do you guys think about keeping secrets? And why do you think gossip is so dangerous?
Ooh, those are deep questions.
Yeah.
I got a potato wedge in my mouth.
Hold on. Let me take a sip of this Sprite.
Where do we have more forks? Oh, can somebody?
Yep. Whoa. What was that first question? I was like really
Yeah.
enjoying this mac and cheese chicken.
So Proverbs 11:13 points out that a gossiper, a trustworthy person, is able to keep a secret, but a gossiping person is not.
So let me just say
trustworthy.
something.
What do you think about that?
Have you ever had a friend that just talks about other people and like you're like, well dang, what are you saying about me? Somebody that constantly talks about other people, I don't think you can trust. I don't think they can keep a secret because how do you know they're not talking about you like that to somebody else? I think we should really watch out for those people, but then also we should pray for those people because we do all get in seasons. I know I used to get in seasons where I just like get upset and talk about somebody or talk about people, but that's not okay. And like let's say Hannah was this girl that kept talking about people. Me as her friend would be like, Hannah, you really talk about people a lot, but I love you and we should just not do that anymore. I don't know, that's my...
What I was planning on doing is when somebody talks about other people a lot, I just tell other people about how they talk about other people.
Reverse gossip.
That's good.
Gossip about the gossipy.
Gossip. Two gossips don't make a
Ungossip.
gossip.
You know,
Just kidding. Don't gossip about people for gossip.
I think one of the hardest things about gossip, and probably one of the reasons why God doesn't like gossip, is it causes divisions. It ruins friendships. And really, He doesn't want us to be negative about people and like malicious,
Yeah.
right? And so sometimes when your feelings get hurt, you might talk to your mom or your dad or your best friend or somebody about how you feel in the situation that happened, that's not necessarily gossip. Gossip is when you have a conversation about somebody and it's malicious. You know, if Hannah and I are talking about Taylor together, and like, let's say Taylor hurt my feelings, and I'm talking to Hannah as a trusted friend, and I'm saying, you know, Taylor really, really hurt my feelings when she said this, and Hannah's helping me work through the relationship, that's not necessarily gossip. But if Hannah and I are sitting there talking about how we don't like that Taylor does this and she does that, and we're making fun of her behind her back and, you know, saying mean things, that's gossip. And really what we're doing is we're tearing her down. And Jesus actually said, like, you're murdering somebody in your heart if you're talking bad about them, you know, and you like, quote, hate them in your heart. That's really like, it's like kind of like murdering them. And so this was a big deal to Jesus. Yeah.
I think it's a really important difference that you just spoke about there, because not only is it, you know, sometimes I would feel guilty about talking about somebody when really I'm just like seeking my own counsel from a friend, right? Like, I just need to work through something myself and
There's a difference.
talk about it. And then there's even a difference to, you know, if I'm concerned about somebody else, talking to one of their friends, and if we're talking about how we can help them, rather than doing it out of judgment or malice. But I do think you can gossip without intentionally trying to tear apart like a community, right?
Sure.
I think somebody can just be like, I think sometimes we gossip out of trying to build community. You know, I'm like, oh look, hey Taylor, here's the thing I can connect with you with.
That's happened to me.
Let's put this other person out of the group.
That's happened to me actually. Weird story. There is this new girl who was trying to fit in, and so she kind of like gossiped about me, and it was really weird, but she just really was trying to fit in with the group of friends, and eventually we all welcomed her, but that really hurt me, because I'm like, wait, what? Like, that it's so interesting why I like to create a community and try to fit in. Like, you gossiping, you try to be cool, but really you should be different and just be yourself instead of trying to impress other people.
Yeah. Before we continue, I want to spread out some of these chicken sandwiches.
I'm gonna make.
We only have 3 of them.
Taylor wants.
But has anyone?
I don't need one.
Okay.
Sure, I'll have one.
So I don't know which of these is which, but there's a spicy. There's a regular, and there's a, I think, like honey barbecue.
Honey barbecue.
HB.
Let's try to figure it out. So here, open it up.
You should each lick each
So this smells
sandwich.
spicy.
I'll take this
Wait,
spicy.
maybe.
This looks like regular.
Lick it.
No, that
I
looks
think
spicy.
this one's definitely
This is
the
honey
regular.
barbecue.
Here,
What?
switch.
Taylor
This
just
one's
is in
spicy.
the middle.
No, I think this one's honey barbecue. Because it does not smell spicy, it smells sweet.
Oh, you're right.
For the love of Pete.
I don't know if the spicy is
I'm gonna
really
put
good.
mashed potatoes on this.
Guys, they claim to be better than
Popeyes?
The Lord's chicken.
Chick-fil-A, and that's Christian chicken, so I don't know. Here we are live in person, putting it to the test. Oh, you just tried it?
Yeah, it's not better than
It says it's not better than Chick-fil-A.
I just put mashed potatoes on this. Why is it red?
Why? Honey barbecue.
What's sauce?
You're chewing. The mashed potatoes on the sandwich, like, yeah.
So it's got a really good crunch, but
That's all the chicken bones.
definitely no way better than
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Not even.
Not at all.
No.
I don't know, come please.
You need a napkin.
The Lord's chicken is the Lord's chicken.
Exactly.
How do you beat the Lord? You don't.
Ooh,
Nothing can
overcome.
If he's anointed
Power.
the chicken to be the Lord's chicken, no chicken will ever compare. Not even kosher chicken.
Not even Popeyes. But I still haven't tried Popeyes chicken, so.
Me neither.
You? It was all sold out. Every time I tried to go, there was like crazy lines.
Insane.
Wow. I really want to try the Popeyes chicken.
You like mashed potatoes? I was gonna say.
You're eating it.
This is KFC, bud.
Oh, dear KFC, I wounded you. I was talking about Popeye's chicken sandwich.
So are we.
I feel so embarrassed.
A biscuit.
Do you want a napkin for your chicken?
I want a napkin, yes.
Okay, so we were just talking about
I already have
Lord.
how gossip can cause division, and James 4:11. So, well, actually, Proverbs 16:28 compares a gossiper to a treacherous person, but then James 4:11 in the NLT says, "Don't speak evil against each other, dear brothers and sisters. If you criticize and judge each other, then you are criticizing and judging God's law. But your job is to obey the law, not to judge whether it applies to you." What are your thoughts? Why do you think God doesn't want us to gossip? And more specifically, what are we in danger of if we do gossip? What would be the right way to act towards each other?
Shoot, I got gravy.
So
on
what are
my
we in danger of
scrunchie.
if we gossip? Oh no. Oh no, scrunchy down, scrunchy down. Did you just sniff your armpit?
Yes, because I sniffed my scrunchie because it
Armpit
got
sniffer.
gravy on it.
Oh man. So I think one of the biggest dangers of gossip in its simplest form is you'll simply just wreck a friendship or a relationship. And wouldn't you like to know?
Is
We
it?
done? Oh, we're good.
We're good?
Bring
We're
me
on?
buffalo.
We're back?
Yep.
We're back, folks. So, good times. The camera stopped recording us. And
Finger
we
licking
don't
good sauce.
know why.
What was that?
But we have sauces
No.
and full stomachs. So, James 4:11
Scooting up.
says,
The 411.
the 411, here's the 4,
Here's the 411.
That's really funny. This isn't 2003, so that doesn't make any sense anymore. But it says, "Don't speak evil against each other, dear brothers and sisters. If you criticize and judge each other, then you are criticizing and judging God's law. But your job is to obey the law, not to judge whether it applies to you." And Proverbs 16:28 kind of compares a gossiper to a treacherous person. What do you guys think about this verse?
Well, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of people think that gossip is cool, and it's really not.
Yeah, great point.
Like, they are like, oh, spill the tea, but like that's not cool. You just need to not spill the tea.
No tea spilling.
Or
The Pepsi.
you can say sweet tea only.
Sweet tea only. And you put your hand out. No gossip. Sweet tea only.
I think how you can stop, from being around gossip is by saying like sweet tea only. Like only positive things about that person, only sweet things about that person, because I think we all find ourselves in gossip. It's inevitable. Or there's there's somebody gossiping to you about somebody else. But if you say sweet tea only, or you just kind of stop the conversation altogether, like they'll stop coming to you. I had a friend who, whenever I would get frustrated with someone and would talk about them out of frustration, it would turn into gossip. She would make me and people feel very awkward because she'd be like, guys, let's change the subject, or let's do this. And it was super awkward, but
turtle.
we never gossiped around her, because we knew she was going to shut it down.
That's a good point.
I think if you're wondering why people keep coming to you to gossip, it's maybe because you're silent, which means you kind of encourage it, or you just flat out encourage it and buy into it. So sweet tea only.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point. I think a lot of times people gossip and they're trying to bring value to a conversation. Maybe they're trying to win your friendship or find something to talk to you about, and it's kind of negative, and so and it's real destructive. Something Mr. Javen does that I really, really like is he'll say, if a conversation sort of crosses the line into gossip, he'll say, "Hey guys, I don't think this is the right conversation to have right now," or like, "Hey guys, this isn't inappropriate," or "Hey guys, this isn't very positive." It does feel a little bit awkward, But what it does is it recenters us, and we all go, oh, wait a second, like we just did cross a line. You guys will know as you get a little bit older, and maybe you've experienced this when you're, say, working on a project with somebody at school, but when you have a job or you work on a team and you have to lead people, sometimes you have to have hard conversations and you have to talk about negative things that have happened. And there's a way to do that constructively, and then it's really easy for that to slide from constructive to destructive. And so that's where we have to be super, super careful. And you definitely want to surround yourself with people that help you be constructive, you know, because there are times where, you know, Taylor and Javen and I work together at our job. This is our job. And I might do something that is not good for the team or causes problems. They could be behind my back and say, Danny always does this and it wrecks this, and gosh, he's just an awful leader, right? Or they could get together and they could say, hey, like, we've noticed Danny keeps doing this and it's causing some problems. Like, how should we talk to him about it? You know, how should we respectfully approach him and say, hey, Danny, we love you, but when you do this, it causes problems. There's a difference between, you know, a constructive conversation and deconstructive conversation, and you guys we gotta stay constructive to show the love of Jesus.
And I think it's important, like Hannah said, it's not cool. But just like Taylor said, you know, sweet tea only, make it positive gossip. Something that Miss Jenny does really well, that if I go to Miss Jenny and I'm trying to talk bad about somebody, or even just complain because something frustrates me, she just seamlessly just starts listing off great things about them. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed with Pastor Danny. You know, I was trying to have a serious conversation with him, and the sun kept shining off his bald head and blinding me. Why does he have to be so bald? And she's like, yeah, but you know what? He's a servant leader, and he like loves his people, and he has such high energy. And I'm like, oh man, you know, like, so there is a really good way to try to turn it into something constructive. And I think that's the biggest takeaway is sweet tea only. So code word. Butt cake. No, not the.
We picked at this. At
Can I touch your butt cake?
Oh my gosh.
The code word is sweet tea only. Sweet tea only. Hold on 1 second. Sweet tea only. Get over here!